Thomas sat quietly at his desk in the classroom, tapping his pencil. Thomas sat quietly at his desk in the classroom, tapping his pencil against his notebook. It had been another tough day. In the hallway, Sam, one of his classmates, had shouted, "You!" right behind him, startling and embarrassing Thomas, but making everyone laugh. Then during recess, Sam pretended to trip and bumped into Thomas, nearly knocking him over. Thomas didn't know how to feel. "We're classmates, not strangers," he muttered to himself. "Do I laugh along? Do I ignore it? What if it happens again?" Thomas didn't know how to feel. "We're classmates, not strangers." As Thomas walked home, he felt a strange warmth around him, like a soft hug. He stopped and looked around. To his surprise, a shimmering, translucent bubble had appeared, glowing faintly. What is this?" Thomas whispered. "I'm your bubble shield," the bubble replied, its voice kind and steady. "My what?" "Your bubble shield," it repeated. "I'm here to protect your feelings and personal space. I'll help you decide how to handle things like Sam's pranks." Thomas frowned. "But how do I know when to take it seriously or let it go? Sam is my classmate. I don't want to ruin the relationship, but also can't just ignore him." The bubble shield pulsed gently. "Your feelings will guide you. I'm connected to them. When someone's actions feel like a light tap, it's playful, and you can decide to laugh along. But when it feels like a push, it's time to take action to protect yourself." Thomas thought back to Sam's loud "you" in the hallway. It didn't hurt, but it felt weird, like he was trying to make me the joke. "That's when I step in," said the bubble shield. "When you feel uncomfortable, I'll help you figure out what to do next." The next morning in the hallway, Sam shouted "You!" again, his voice echoing through the lockers. This time, Thomas felt his bubble shield tingle lightly, reminding him to stay calm. Thomas turned with a grin and said, "Wow, Sam, did you take a master class to yell that loud and get a medal for it?" Sam blinked, surprised, then laughed. Others nearby laughed too, and the moment passed without feeling heavy. "See?" the bubble shield said softly. "Sometimes a playful response can deflect the situation without letting it stick." At recess, Sam stumbled toward Thomas again, pretending to trip and bump into him. This time, Thomas's bubble shield buzzed more strongly. The feeling wasn't light, it was heavy and uncomfortable. "Okay, Sam," Thomas said, standing firm. "You need to stop doing that. It's not funny anymore." Sam smirked and replied, "I think it's funny." Thomas's bubble shield glowed brighter. "Remember, your feelings matter. You can repeat your boundary," it whispered. Thomas took a deep breath and said clearly, "I don't care if you think it's funny. I don't, and I want you to stop." Sam hesitated, then rolled his eyes and walked away. "Great job," said the bubble shield. "Sometimes people need to hear your boundary more than once. The important thing is that you stood your ground." That afternoon during lunch, Thomas sat with his friends, Ava and Daniel. "Sam keeps bothering me," he told them. Ava frowned. "He tried that with me too last week. Next time we'll stick together." "Yeah," Daniel agreed. "It's harder for someone like Sam to tease when we're all looking out for each other." The bubble shield sparkled warmly. "Well done, Thomas. Sharing your experience with trusted friends and having them around makes your shield even stronger. Supporting each other is powerful." As Thomas walked home that day, the bubble shield shimmered softly. "Thomas," it said, "remember something important. Sam's behavior says more about him than it does about you. What do you mean? Thomas asked. It means that when someone tries to make others feel small, it's usually because they have their own problems. You don't need to let it stick to you. Instead, focus on what makes you happy and proud of who you are. Thomas thought about how much he loved drawing comics, how Miss Carter had praised his artwork, and how his friends always laughed at his funny comic sketches. "You're right," Thomas said with a smile. "I have a lot to be proud of." The bubble shield glowed brightly. That's the spirit. Keep focusing on the things that make you strong. The next day, during recess, Thomas noticed Sam staring at him but didn't feel nervous. His bubble shield hummed lightly, reminding him he had the tools to handle anything. But later, when Sam tried to tease him again, Thomas calmly told him to stop, and then went to talk to Miss Carter. "Sam keeps teasing me even after I've asked him to stop," Thomas explained. Miss Carter nodded thoughtfully. "Thank you for telling me, Thomas. I'll make sure we address this." Over time, Thomas noticed Sam bothering him less and less. With his bubble shield protecting him, he felt more confident. He had learned how to decide how he felt, respond, and get support when needed. "I like having you around," Thomas told the bubble shield one day. "You've always had me," the shield replied. "I'm part of you, your strength, your confidence, and your sense of what's right. You just needed to learn how to use me." With a smile, Thomas walked into class, feeling ready for whatever came his way. His bubble shield shimmered faintly around him, a quiet reminder that his feelings and personal space were his to protect.